Bring on the rain. You're watching Jason Nappy Weather. I'm tracking the opportunity for rain next week twice, if not three times. 1, 2 inches or more, even up to 3 inches of rainfall coming to help with the drought. Let's take a look at it right now. Here are the latest maps. I want to show you this. As it's going to loop, it's going to reset. So let's take us out 10 days or so. So let me reset things and show you. Here we go. October 17th today, 18th tomorrow. All clear for the weekend. However, watch what happens here, okay? Getting into some rain. This is Monday. Storm comes in from the west. That brings rain into New England. Then we reload. So Tuesday, a break, but then Wednesday, another storm comes in, mostly into Maine for that one. Then we get a break on Thursday. Another one comes through, a little bit weaker. This is Friday, another storm getting into the Gulf of Maine. So that's 3 storms in about 10 days. Now, they're not all going to be incredibly heavy, but you'll take every bit of that, every drop. Here's what it's going to amount to. Here's what the trend is. Now, it's not going to be exactly these numbers, okay? This is just looking out 10 days, but this is right now a trend. The trend is for the southwest interior, the Oxford Hills, the western mountains here, the greens and the whites, to see the most rainfall from this. Because you'll get that orographic lift, okay, the wind out of the south, southeast, pushing up all that wind up to the mountains. It squeezes out that moisture. So this is more than 2 inches of rainfall, especially in southern and western Maine. Now, you don't get as much up in the county here with a system that goes and dives south, but you still get some close to an inch. And then our friends down east, about a ½ inch to 1 inch. Now, this is going to change here. It's still Friday. We've got Monday and then Wednesday and then about Friday. So 3 systems coming through. Okay, I guess you really can't call them all storms, but you get the idea here. Opportunities for rain. Satellite picture right now is pretty much clear. There is some fog. You can see that here. Underneath the high clouds, there's some fog heading up into the Central Highlands, down east. But especially up here in the county, there's some fog. But the sky is clear. There's clouds coming in from the west into Lake Erie, Lake Ontario. And that is going to be the clear side of things today. Really, it's going to be a great weekend. Outdoor activities. It's going to be warm, too. Things are going to warm up as a ridge moves in. Now, here's a look at the latest radar loop the last hour. And this shows still the gale is up here for the ocean storm well out in the Atlantic here. So you still got the gale warnings, gale watches up. Here's the rain coming into Oswego, Rochester. That's not really going to make it into Maine, okay, or New England for the most part, okay? These showers are going to kind of fall apart as they head east. So, satellite picture has the cloud cover. You've got your swirl going on here out in the Atlantic. There's your swirl. That's your system that's just churning in the Atlantic. The showers that it brought to Maine yesterday still left over with clouds, but I'm not expecting really that much rain today in parts of Maine. Here's your cloud cover coming into New York, and temperatures in the 30s, right? So chilly where the sky is clear, where the heat has been allowed to escape to space. Now, here's your front coming through. This is your big severe weather outbreak maker in the Dixie Alley, Mid-South tomorrow, and that's going to come through the Ohio Valley from the west here. Here is your system. Here's your front that's coming in west-east. So the Great Lakes get the rain. New York gets it first. Pennsylvania first. This is for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then eventually that system gets into New England really late Sunday into Monday, and then later Monday into Maine. It will be pushing through. So that's your front. That's your weather maker. That's your opportunity for rain. Now, on the weather highway where these systems are traveling, okay, these storms or systems, I'm going ahead and stop it right here. This is Saturday. Here is your trough, and here is your ridge, okay? So with your ridge, you're going to have your dry weekend in Maine, okay, and New England for the most part. That's this weekend. Now, I put things into motion a bit. There's your big ridge, warm-up Sunday, and then here's your first system now. First system coming through. This is your first system right here. This is Monday. Here is your system. That's your first storm, okay? But here's the next one behind it, okay? So keep an eye on the next one to come through. Now, this comes through Monday, and then here comes your next trough. This is Wednesday into Thursday. Okay, and then here comes another one that kind of hangs out for Friday into Saturday. It kind of just gets caught on the weather highway a bit. Okay, so that's your next 10 days. 2 or 3 systems coming through on the weather highway, bringing beneficial rain to the forecast for New England and for Maine. So clear and mild this weekend. Rounds of rain coming next week, at least 2, if not up to 3. And things are going to get better with the drought the more rain we get. Right now it is extreme for a good chunk of the state of Maine. So here's the forecast for the mountains in Maine: 54-31, 60-41, 63-47. That's your ridge, big old ridge. And then rain Monday, rain again Wednesday, a few showers Thursday and Friday. So the biggest batch of rain is going to come Monday. And then another batch Wednesday, not as heavy, but really Monday is the bigger day for the rainfall. Now, inland, you're going to get that big batch of rain Monday. It's dry all weekend. Temperatures warm close to 70, but really more to mid-60s. I could see maybe at Freiburg gets a run to 70, maybe Sanford, those spots. And then the showers, the thunder, not even thunderstorms, the showers come through Monday, and then we cool off a little bit behind the front, back down to the 60s. Then another front comes through, upper level low next weekend, so that gets into the 50s for highs. Typically this time of the year, it is in the 50s for highs with lows in the 40s, right? So here's the coast, right? Sunny, couple of days, Friday, Saturday, some clouds down east today. And then here we go. Monday, rain, really southern coast, mid coast, down east. That's going to be the storm coming in from the west. Tuesday clearing out, showers again Wednesday, and then again for the weekend if that upper level low kind of moves through. So that is the forecast right now. I expect most places get at least an inch. Not everyone, but most places in Maine get at least an inch, less to the north. And then everyone gets a good soaking, though, for the most part, at least one time. So I thank you so much for watching Jason Nappy Weather. If you have subscribed already, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, you can go ahead and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon.